Hello there, everyone. I'm actually able to record something today. Let's see how we got on in Grand Arena. Okay, so first of all, I do need to let you know, the roster reviews are on the way. I've been held back. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I recorded one, so I do apologise for anyone waiting. They will be out as soon as I can get the recordings done, but I've got to get this done today because I want to do it before the next Grand Arena round. So, let's show you juzzyforce. This is the defence that they're set, but let's actually just show you what juzzyforce had. Here we go. Okay, so we're looking at it. We've got a 1.4 million difference in GP. Zeta disadvantage, we got the Omicron advantage, we were behind on Relics but ahead on Relic 5 pluses, quite a way behind on the Gear 12s but we're ahead in all of the mod scores, so very positive there, and we only had one GL disadvantage, so overall it was looking very, very promising. So let's go from there and let's just show you the board again. Okay, so as you can see, we were facing a JML and we got DarthUnkei, so interesting things to see. Let's go to just show my defense. So, top wall, we got Geos, Dabba Boba, Akbar Army, and Dash with Mando. Well, bam. So, yeah, how I'm viewing this wall, it's one that will improve. I'm going to say Fennec will get gear, Dabba Boba will get gear, the Geos, or at least relevant Geos, will get gear. Yeah, I want all of these tunes pretty much to get some level improvement, so it will get better as a wall goes. And obviously there'll be other teams that rotate into it, but as far as these four there, they will improve with the next few months. Okay, the bottom wall. The Imps did well last time, so I thought I'm going to give them another crack. We got DarthUnkei as well. I think, alright, I might as well use him on defense. JML, I thought let's stick with him, see how he does. And we got Padme. So yeah, Padme's just chilling there. So our opponents, front walls, we've got Papa Palps. We've got Qui-Gon Jinn with some Old Republic Jedi, which to me makes no sense whatsoever. We've got Triumvirate with Maul and Savage, and we've got JML Relic 5 with some Jedi. Down south, we've got Mon Mothma with what wasn't a Rebel Fighters team for sure. I kind of appreciate the theory crafting, but in reality it was just weird. We got GG, we got Darth Revan, and we got Padme. So let's show you how the battles went, because this was a fun one. So first of all, one per Omicron. Hey! So yeah, I love this thing. I love it. I used it twice during the stream. This is the second time, so maybe the novelty could have worn off by this point, but honestly, using it on Temmin, it was a load of fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing it out again today, because I'm sure someone will put a team down that one can just have a crack at. So, yeah, I had fun, and it's fun looking back at it. I mean, when you think it's great to open a round on, clean 78 banners, you know, you could argue if you get a really slow team, you could even go for 79. So, yeah, I absolutely love this. The only downside in the team is that damage immunity is a bit of a hard stall. I mean, I could probably fast forward a bit here, but I don't really want to. So, yeah, that's the only bummer of it. Also, the fact that my Wampa is only Relic 3, I think there will be a point when something might say, alright, I'm more powerful than you. But I'm going to just keep playing around with it. I mean, you can see there, the dots have stacked up on Droidica, 35 stacks. I mean, we're up to 44, 42. So yeah, Droidica takes a turn and he will die. So yeah, I love it. I should have actually gone away from Droidica, but well, I couldn't if we got Mark. But I love it. There he goes. Pop. Here we go again. Whoop. I love it. Just Wampa doesn't care. Wampa's like, you know what? I'll just keep stacking this protection up. I'll just keep taking turn after turn. It's a beautiful counter. I'm loving it. I mean, I'm enjoying watching it, but honestly, practically it had reasons as well. I mean, for so long on this account, but just in general, I have had to use JKR as a GG counter. So this frees up my JKR team to do something else. And I love it for that. It just means I haven't got to think to myself, I need Jedi. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Wampa, you have earned my respect after so long being Relic 3 and worthless. So yeah, 78. We move on. So next battle, we went in against Darth Revan. We took the Bounty Hunters. Pretty clean counter. Thankfully, Talon wasn't there. That could make things messy. So yeah, first thing, let's go for BSF. Let's get her out. Remember, Marauder will gain turn meter for out-of-turn attacks. So Marauder's quite a speedy boy in this comp, but yeah, Darth Revan does nothing. We go again for Bastila because we won't get her out. We get a load of buffs in the process. Oh, we should have done. It looks like we didn't gain many, actually. Maybe I've forgotten what move we had. But yeah, I thought let's go for Marauder. Let's see if we can get him out. Because I thought even though he's tanky, maybe we can at least just pummel him a bit. But with hindsight, I think it would have been better just going straight for HK. Marauder's got a lot of big hits in him. You can't really see Boss health bar, but he's doing okay. He's not in the danger zone. But yeah, HK's the squishier of the two. I should have focused there. The priority for me, I want to just make sure Mando stays alive so we can nuke either Marauder or Malik. Yeah, Aura's costing me banners in this team. It's not her fault, it's just I haven't been able to gear her. So I'll try and give her some attention soon. In the meantime, though, once Malik's gone, there's no real threat here. I mean, obviously, Marauder's got a big hit. We can't ignore it, but yeah, we're getting down. It's not horrendous, this. So yeah, HK goes pretty comfortably, especially with him only being gear 12. So 61, I think, 62. I take that any day. Okay, so next team went up against Padme. I had to sacrifice gas, which was disappointing. GMY was on my JML team, so I needed a damage dealer, and I knew Shakti wouldn't cut it. So gas had to be spared from the clones. Not something I particularly wanted to do because I know that it's a big sacrifice. You know, you've got a very big team there in 501st. So to essentially be giving them to the caretaker and Shaq, it was not something I enjoyed. But I did need it. I've got no other damage dealer. Maybe in future I could put Ezra on offense, and then I could have Shaq on defense. That might be a better alternative. Because then, even though I wouldn't still have the clones, I could put the clones with gas. I could have Ezra in this team, so there is an option there. It might work out better as well. The only downside is there isn't really a damage dealer in that JML comp then, but there is a fair amount of heals. You got Hoda and you got Shaq, so there is that going for it. And there's JKL. But yeah, this was fairly comfortable. I'm talking over it, but not a lot concerned me in this round. I mean, we lost a few banners, which is annoying. I think I was talking about at the time that I didn't stall hard enough. I needed to essentially try and just earn those banners back, but yeah, I rushed it at the end of it here. I think as well the time was affecting me because I stream it from 9 PM on Twitch. You know, a little bit of plugging going on there, but yeah, I stream from 9 PM, and by the time GA starts, it's 10 PM. So I'd done the big account DarthUnkei for about an hour, and I started Temmin, and I was like, this is getting late. I need to speed up, otherwise I'm going to be running late with Crimson and Sabine. So yeah, it was a bit concerning, but yeah, we got through fine. It's just I can't help but look back and think, could we have got those banners back? Yeah, maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Let me know what you think. So Mon Mothma's Rebel crew. Yeah, this was a very weird team. Again, I kind of respect the theory crafting because you've got a double revive or potential for a double revive with Mon. Well, actually, no, it's not double. I think this is what we talked about on stream, that Mon can't revive Rebels. So it's weird. If there had been Rebel fighters in there, it might have been better. But because you've gone all Rebel, it means the team's just doing nothing. Again, I kind of respect what maybe they were going for, but it really didn't pan out. You'd have been better just putting some Rebel fighters in, even if they were undergeared. So, yeah, I'm a bit stuck as to what to say here. It was very comfortable for Palpatine. What I will add, I didn't really want to use Palpatine here. I was hoping I could use it on the North Wall, just in case we needed something. But we actually got through pretty fine. We actually we got through this battle better than some battles later on, so that was a positive at least, 65. Okay, so we're now on the back wall. So yeah, one of the first teams we saw was Ewok Army. We took Nest in. I will point this out that just from my own use of the Ewok Omicron, I believe it's still an offensive team. I think if you throw it on defense, yes, it might catch a few people out, especially if they haven't got a Nest. But on defense with Nest, it's not really ideal. I mean, I've shown that you can use Ewoks to beat Nest. It's all about can you time one big hit. But when you've got like these Gear 11-ish tunes, yeah, you need more. You need more than just, you know... My assumption is that Omni Ewoks with good modding can take out so-so teams on defense. I mean, I don't know exactly what I put down, but I'm thinking maybe the Geos they could have had a stab at. My Dad Bod Boba team they could have had a stab at, I bet. So there's things like that where I look and I go, they'd be better used there than essentially wasting it on defense where I can just chew through it with one tune. So, yeah, I find it interesting. I mean, that's 268s I got with solos, and the solo tunes I know, but yeah, he made it a bit easy. So it's a bit of a bummer watching it because you look and you go, I as much as I appreciate the free banners, I'm looking at it and I'm going, I know the Ewoks can do more. So it's a bit of a bummer. I know last round I got a bit cocky. I tried Ewoks versus Geos and the Geos stomped them, but I always think it's a case of punching up a bit. You know, how far can they go? And they can punch up pretty well with some good RNG, essentially. Anyway, next battle on the back wall, we got Ray Jedi training. So this was one that I haven't done a lot of, but I remember hearing that Night Sisters were a hard counter to Rey when they came out, or at least when Talzin and Spirit came out. So I thought, let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, it was an interesting one, this, because there's a lot of foresight, so you're kind of hoping that Asajj can get into play and start cleansing. But the early ability block from Veton didn't help. As well as that, the foresights just in general are annoying because you've obviously got power past them. But I thought Plague should help us here. It's a powerful debuff. It obviously isn't going to prevent cleanses. You know, Rage Out of Training will try and call someone in, but they aren't getting the stuns cleansed, so that is a positive. But again, you're also thinking, who am I going for? Who's my priority targets here? Because you've got Veton being annoying with the immassability block. You've got Poe who can remove Turn Meter. But BB-8's always an annoyance. You've got to target him as well. So, again, I feel like I managed the battle okay. Zombie was doing some good stuff there as well as far as getting the revives. But yeah, it wasn't the cleanest battle. I had to keep making sure I used Dak as heal. I'm calling it a heal because even though it revives, I needed the heal a bit more. Yeah, we got BB out, and after that I felt comfortable. BB's the one who can keep things going for the Resistance, so once BB was gone, it was like, okay, we're all right now. It's just those early moments. I mean, again, ability block, it's not what you want. I mean, I think I used a revive here because I didn't want to risk struggling with that Talzin. We go for Veton because I just don't want to keep getting ability blocked. So, yeah, in we go. And at this point, it's just basically doing a dance with Rey because at Relic 7, she's got a fair amount of dodge chance. I've actually heard at Relic 9, it's quite filthy how much dodge chance she gets, about 25%. So, yeah, if you've got R9s available, which I obviously don't, but if you've got them free and available, R9 RJT is not a bad shout, I'd say. 1 in 4 chance to not get hit. But yeah, just watching this, it's like, she was done for here. There was no way of stopping it. So yeah, I'm glad I went in with these. It was poor banners, but Night Sisters always are. We were saying on stream, it'd be good if an Omicron did come out for the Night Sisters that allowed Talzin's mass attack to actually recover protection as well. I'd buy that, or I'd go for that Omicron. But I think that might be a bit OP. So yeah, bad batch against the Akbar team. Quite a lot of relics in this team as well. So I was gambling a little here. I thought, can we get them under control? I did forget about Fulcrum. I'll hold my hands up there. I didn't say it on stream actually, but I did forget about Fulcrum with her ability to just ignore debuffs. I was aware of Akbar, obviously. I wasn't ignoring him. Like, I can see him there. He's got his cleanse, obviously. But I thought we should be all right without Akbar. You know, we should get around him. But yeah, what got me here we just hadn't got control in this battle at this point. We were surviving. You know, Bad Batch are great for that. They've got such a load of survivability, even at 3 stars, gear 8, 9. But they just didn't have enough control at this point. You know, no daisies, no debuffs on the opposition side. And yeah, back-to-back AoEs there wrecked me. So I'll hold my hands up. At this point, I was panicking. I thought, oh. So you're thinking in your head, who do you go for? Do we go for Lando, who's got the AoE, or do we go for Wedge, who's got the AoE? And I'm looking at the health and protection on my side, and I'm thinking, I'm kind of stuck here. I could lose this quite badly. So it was all about, can we get more true damage going? We got lucky there, I think. We got a bit of dodge. It is the beauty of Bad Batch with evasion up. It can make us hard to hit, but yeah, it was all about, can we just avoid Lando's AoEs? And yeah, we just about got there, but man oh man, this became such a filthy battle. I mean, I'm glad I took Bad Batch in. They were the cleanest counter available, but man oh man oh man, it was not good. So the next battle, I messed up, I believe. Let's just double check it's the right one. Yeah, I messed up here. I honestly thought my car would go first, and with that I could do the mass AoE and stun the Empire. Instead, Vader was faster, and I got wrecked. So yeah, I back out pretty much here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I messed up. I thought I'm not preloading Empire, so oops. So yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn, I really don't get this comp. I mean, again, I know there's offense that goes to their side, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, are you going to take a turn? Are you going to actually hurt me? This isn't great. I'm not going to say it was bad. Sorry, it was good. I mean, the damage harm, you know, that was something. But there was not a lot of damage. They nicked protection. Okay, fair enough, but yeah, it nicked banners. It didn't threaten me, though. 59 was just a case of poor play on my part rather than good play on theirs. Alright, so we took Shatter Clones in against the Palpatine team. I kind of wish I'd tried that first time because I might have actually done better. Saying that, Mon Mothma couldn't have taken on Traya, so I was kind of screwed on the top wall. But yeah, we got through this comfortable. It wasn't an issue once we got Vader out. The team was quick enough, so we didn't have to worry about anything in regards to Vader going first. So yeah, very comfortable battle. Can I just fast forward a little bit? Because it is a pretty drawn out one. Roll Guard can be annoying in these teams. I need to build one of mine up. I actually like him now. People used to say he was good before the rework, and it's night and day now. It's night and day. You know, he's still... You can still get around him okay. You know, he's not like the most annoying tank in the game, but you still need to watch out for him. I mean, Lord Vader obviously amplified him a lot, but even in the standard Empire team, he's more annoying now than he was before. Okay, so this is the Traya team I was talking about, and I'm disappointed. That's the best way I can put this. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed. I'm sure there's a meme for that. By the way, is my hand going out the webcam frame? A little bit. All right, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, this felt closer than it probably was. So we're focusing on Sion. We haven't really got a choice, but we are focusing on him because we don't want him getting held by H and then perma reviving. So we're hard focused there. We got a follow, by the way, at that point, so thank you again, Bilal. Time he follows, you get on my videos. Okay, so yeah, we got Sion out. That was pretty cool. And I'm thinking, can we go for Nihilus now? Because that way we got rid of the insta-kill. So we got Nihilus out, and I'm thinking, wow, this is actually going very well. Now, Traya. Traya was the one that was bugging me because I'm thinking, obviously isolate, but besides that, we need to do something about her. The trouble is, she stacks so much protection up at this point. So I thought, we're going to have to take an isolate. Let's do that. Finn takes it. And I'm thinking we need to control her a little bit. It's hard to control, though, because you can't debuff her. So we're in a catch-22 spot where we're just relying on raw damage. And while I'm doing that, she nukes Rey. And I find that quite painful. 160k damage she did to her. So Rey didn't stand a chance. Or Rey Jedi training. So yeah, at this point we've lost. I've got no damage in Finn. R2 and BB-8 won't take her out. So I was saying to myself, maybe we could get Maul or Savage out, maybe, but yeah, it was done at this point. I think it was quite pleasing how long my team did survive, actually, in spite of all that. But yeah, I'll skip forward a bit. I mean, did we get to the 2-minute mark? Just about. Finn even got an evade. I think I backed out at that point. I take my hand off the mouse. But yeah, we got 2 units out, so I was pretty pleased how that ended up. So I tried GG droids against the JML. I knew I was going to lose, but I thought, what the heck, I've got them. I'm going to try them. So yeah, it went about as well as you'd expect. I know that if Newt was in here, things could pan out better. And I need to start saving him for offense in these situations, but I do like my Newt team on defense, so it really feels dirty taking him away from it. I can sacrifice him, I think. Dooku could lead the group, but oh, it's painful. So yeah, this just didn't go well. I think it's the best way to put it. We actually did some okay damage to JML. I mean, again, my GG's only Relic 2. He's a Relic priority, but he's not getting as many as I'd like, so I'm still farming Dash Rendar. But yeah, he did some okay damage. I mean, my thought was, can we at least get JML out, and then we could possibly clean up the other Jedi? But yeah, the trouble is, they build up the ult so fast. It's filthy, dirty, every other word you could describe it. It's not good. And then you got Hoda healing, and yeah, it's a good team. I'm not bitter about it, obviously. It's one of those where you go, it's a wild swing in the dark anyway. But yeah, it was one of those where you've seen him getting into Yellow and you're thinking, is it possible? Especially when there was JKR there or Jolie. But alas not. So we did actually clean up the Treya. That was the final battle of the round for Temmin, just for the fact that we couldn't get to ships. So yeah, Treya was surprisingly quite easy to clean up here. Rollo with a nice big hit. Wedge didn't really land his, which is disappointing. K2 kind of suffers in this team, though. There's a lot of counterattacks for him, you know, and you don't want counter on a Treya team, so yeah, he suffered a bit. So we go for Maul next. We got Treya pretty comfortably, because when you think this team's not got a lot of out-of-turn attacks at set K2, so it's mainly just about raw damage. And yeah, K2, like I say, he just suffered a bit. He countered quite a bit. So, not to mention, Savage at Relic 4, he is annoying. I mean, I've never not to Relic 4 Savage myself. I actually think they've got a use. A lot of my guildmates have them just because they like to do solos with it. But yeah, I look at it and I go, it was annoying, but it wasn't unbeatable. You know, it's just a case of you got to overpower it a little, which we did. So yeah, that's the end of these attacks. Let's show you the final score. We got a win! Yay! So I was pleased. I mean, this was fantastic for me. I've got to point out there because, yeah, we did well on offense, of course. We did trip up over JML. We just couldn't do anything about that because I was a numpty and didn't take Newt Gunray on offense with me. Even then, I'm not convinced it would have been a clean win, but at least we'd stood a better chance. We tripped up twice there. But yeah, I was worried because only a half clear is not a good way to win a match. But thankfully, Executor did its job. It didn't get pushed past. And if we just look down below, I don't believe my opponent even attempted JML. Yeah, they didn't attempt it. They didn't try Darth Revan or Padme. They cleared the imps in one shot, but honestly, I do not care. We got our first win of the season on Temmin, so yay! So, yeah, we're hoping to go back-to-back. Why not? Might as well be greedy. And, yeah, fingers crossed we can be getting a win against our next opponent, so we'll soon see. Okay, so Crimson was facing a really tough opponent, Adrian Camargo. We got 2.4 million disadvantage, Zeta disadvantage, and to be honest, pretty much everything except Omicrons and 25 plus speed mods was a disadvantage. So yeah, I will say this: I had a YOLO attitude to this one. I thought we're probably going to lose this. This opponent does attack, so yeah. My thought process was, let's just go in, let's just see what we can do. So let's let's show you what we faced. So yeah, 1 GL on the front, Ray. We got, well, I'll show you the actual board. So yeah, my defense, I'd put CLS on defense. I needed a quick defense team, so I just threw it down. We got SLKR on defense this round after JMK had been on defense last round. Or I think it had anyway. We got Bosk and we got Newt Gunray. Down south, we got Darth Revan, we got Shakti, we got the Old Republic with Nest, and we got BAM. So our opponent, as we saw, they put Ray down, they got Bounty Hunters, they got Phasma, and they got Mon Mothma with Kara at gear 11. Then down south, unfortunately I couldn't get a good screenshot of this because I forgot, but yeah, they got Bad Batch, Geos, Qui-Gon Jinn, again with a weird team with Ezra in there, and no AoE. I think some people aren't, I mean, again, I'm guilty of it. I didn't really understand Qui-Gon when I first got him, but I look at it and I think, you kind of want people to learn. It's hard for me because I learned it the hard way in the sense of seeing how Anakin didn't do mass damage with the AoE. So you suddenly get better with Qui-Gon by doing it. So I feel really awkward seeing it because it's like, come on, put an AoE in there. Put Anakin in there even. But no, it's not the worst team to take out of that. And then you can't really see it, but it was GG Droids. Not the worst comp, so yeah. Let's show you how Crimson got on. So, first of all, Geos. I decided to go against the norm. I thought I'm going to take Empire in here. I overkilled it quite simply. I didn't need to go in this heavy. I mean, we got some use out of Mara. It wasn't the worst use of a team I've ever done. I mean, to be fair, I think this kind of shows I need to remod my Vader a bit because, yeah, Vader was slow. I mean, I know Thrawn was fast and then Mara took a turn off Thrawn and Palps gains turn meter, but boy oh boy, Vader was the one who carried this battle and I just waited to give him a turn. So, yeah, I don't think I could have done anything with this group anyway if I'd have separated Vader from them, but yeah, 74, it was probably a bit of overkill. So, next battle. Come on, JJ, speed up. Okay, so 2 Geos in against the Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah, this was, again, a comfortable battle. There's 1 AoE in that team, Plo Koon, and I love Plo. I've got a Relic Plo on my actually on Crimson. And I do love the turn meter ability, I love his Dispel and Basic. But the one thing he isn't is an AoE dealing, damage dealing toon. So I'm looking at the team at this point and thinking, the ones who could bother me are Ayla with the stun and Mace with his faux taunt, or whatever you want to call it. Resilient defense. So yeah, I'm thinking, right, we're eating Mace, we're getting him out. And the trouble is we've lost banners now, so I'm thinking, can we recover enough? The short answer was no. We got 64, 1 down, but still a little bit low. Alright, so we took Jedi in against GG. I've shown this battle a million times, so I will do everyone a courtesy and just skip forward a little bit. There was no complications. We got GG out pretty quickly. If any of you want to see the GG battle again, i.e. don't just keep skipping forward, give me a shout out in the comments. I will start playing it out in full. I'm happy to do blows in that regard. But honestly, it's such a comfortable battle. It's ironic in a way. I was thinking about it when I was just editing the footage for this, that there was a time when GG got a second rework, if you like. He'd already had the rework with Droideka and B1 coming into the game, but he got a second one, and after that, I remember Arnold was proclaiming in videos, yes, GG's now a Jedi killer. And I think, yeah, but Jedi can still kill him quite comfortably. It's, I mean, I'm thinking that now. At the time, I was just listening, but yeah, watching back, it's like, yeah, maybe overegged it a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, final team on this wall, Bad Batch. I thought, you know what, we're going to take Sith Triumvirate in. Simple reason being, they benefit off debuffs as a team, so I thought, right, we're going to put a team in that actually get rid of debuffs quite comfortably. So yeah, I liked it. It was a nice and clean counter. I think there was an issue with actually the speed of this battle. I was expecting to go a little bit faster. The thing is, there aren't a lot of attacks at a turn. So you're not going to just, it's not like Geos, you're not going to suddenly be able to just do 1 AoE with Sign and wipe them all out. So it is a bit of a drawn-out battle. I mean, when you think my Scion's Rowlet 2 or Rowlet 1, Treya's Gear 12, Niles is Gear 12. It's only Talon here who's squishy. And she's just here for the speed bump. If she'd have died, I wouldn't have been happy for banners, but I would have been like, alright, she's just there for one purpose. So, yeah, you're watching this and you're going, can we speed this up a bit? And I'm not speeding it up when I'm talking over deliberately, because the battle is relatively interesting. I mean, again, there's a lot of debuffs that they apply, but we get rid of them pretty comfortably, except for these locked ones. And there's a bit of me that does think, is this a reasonably low ball counter for Bad Batch? I mean, I'm thinking my Temmin account here, I've only got Gear 9 Treya, I believe. My Scion and Niles are not geared up. So I think could lower gear Triumphant do well here? Again, I'm experimenting, I'm just thinking what can I do in the future? But probably not a lot. I'm probably better not thinking that way. Maybe just stick to safer counters. But yeah, it's things to toy around with, because especially with Treya on Temmin, I haven't really got a use for that team. I throw it on defense sometimes just to try and nick banners. So if I can use it on offense against equally low gear teams, it might be an alright option. So yeah, here we've got Echo. I thought, let's get him isolated, that way he can't well, he can't give anything to his teammates. Really, Tech maybe I should have gone for. He's the one who can stealth. Even Omega might have been an option, but I don't regret it. We got Natas to annihilate Tech. So at this point, we're just, like I said, the battle drags out a bit. I mean, Omega, she's not going to do anything on her own. To be honest, the battle was a formality anyway, but yeah, it's one of those where you just look at it and you go, was there something I could have done to have sped it up? But I don't think there is, because like I said, there's so many attacks sorry, not a lot of attacks at a turn. So you're just basically waiting on Niles to annihilate each one. But yeah, it was a fun little experiment. I might not do this again, but it saved just doing Treya versus Geos again. So yeah, we took 5 of first in against Ray. This is becoming a bane of me, because this and Imperial Troopers versus Darth Revan are two battles that I know I can win, but I am not winning. And with this one, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, did I misplay, or is it just that the Ray is good? And my gut is saying the Ray is good. I want to try and give myself the benefit of the doubt, but it's tricky because I can't actually say how bad I'm playing, if that makes sense. My understanding is, you want to get one of their tunes down so that they go into damage immunity when Ray is in ultimate. So do full them up, we've got that right. Gas will get back up. But the thing is, she's in ult now, or she's getting ready to go into ult, so we really need to get someone into damage immunity just so that we can actually, her ability won't be used when while Gas is standing. That's the thinking in my head anyway. It's like that, we get the damage immunity, so you're thinking this looks good. She's going to ult. The ult deals less damage to Gas than the Whirlwind. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, we should be okay here. But I think this is where it goes wrong. That you're watching this and you think, Gas looks squishy, and I think that is the issue. It's just Ralix. I think if my Gas was thicker, if I got more protection on him, this might have done better. But Gas sits down. And we now have a bit of a problem because she has got a Whirlwind lined up. So I'm watching and thinking, can we actually... Well, we lose 5, so that is not great anyway. But then the Whirlwind from the previous round is there. So, yeah. I also think this is just a Rallic issue. I think I need Rallic 7 Gas and 5s to make it work. I need the protection that both those Rallics provide. I mean, it's not even 5s as such, but 5s just went down like a chump there. And I think that's the issue. I'm working on 5s as we speak. He's actually my Rallic priority now. But yeah, that is a tough counter when the Rallics are low. Okay, so this was on the back wall, JML. That's why we had to do Gas there, because I had a choice. Do I clear the back wall or do I clear the top wall? And there is an argument that I could have cleared the top and then got to ships. But in my mind, I'm thinking, one, this guy's got multiple GLs, so he can clear my board efficiently. But besides that, I'm also thinking, I don't know what he's put on ships. So I could lose ships and then only get a half clear. Well, that half clear we know anyway. So I'm thinking I'd rather get the half clear I know I can get than go for a 3/4 clear that I might not get, if that makes sense. So I kind of stand by my decision here. And plus, I haven't got a second counter. If I'd got GG available, or GG Newt, I'd have probably tried that here first, and then if that had won, I'd have done JMK versus Ray. So, yeah, it was a choice of counters and what was available, and yeah, it was poor planning on my part as well. If I'd have known that I could be facing a JML, I might have saved Newt, but I don't recall this guy putting... actually, what I remember is this guy likes to spread his GLs out. He mixes it up quite a bit. I'm sure he's placed all 5 down at one point. So, yeah, it was rough actually prepping for this, but I thought, all right, I'll save JMK for offense. That means, at the very least, I've got a GL if I need it. But, yeah, it was a very comfortable battle, this. I mean, JMLs pretty much are comfortable based on my squad arena experiences. But, yeah, 65, no big issue. So, next battle, I think we stuck on the back wall for a bit because I didn't want to just waste battles up north. So, yeah, I got Qui-Gon on offense, which I saw in my roster and I was like, oh, damn, I forgot to place him. So, yeah, that was a surprise for me. But, yeah, we made use of him. It was a little bit interesting playing this because I'm thinking, will the AI actually do what I want it to do, or will I actually keep my tunes alive? So it was interesting as far as little experiments go. I did the 2-meter move there for defense up. It wasn't for the protection. Well, sorry, for the 2-meter, just to clarify that. But it was fun seeing how Mace plays on this team as well, because obviously I've only used it on defense. So it's like you're getting a chance to see what the defense does. And by and large, I actually liked it. Yeah, we even timed the AoE perfectly, so I like it. I think there's good stuff in this team. I think it's definitely worth putting it back on defense because on offense, I don't think it's going to do as much. Okay, so classic counter I've been using for a while, Ewoks Bounty Hunters. I did go north here. I could have stuck at the back wall, but I thought let's just use this quickly. So yeah. I think I've mentioned it already, but this was a counter that I was just pretty comfortable using. I just love it. I think there's a lot of 2-meter, 3PO amplifies the damage, and I have actually rolled Wicket's arrow. I think we've got some extra speed on that. It was an offense primary arrow. It's got 25 speed now. So yeah, it might be overkill for Ewoks, but I actually love it. I'm like, okay. If anything, I've got a 25 plus mod. I'm celebrating that full stop. But yeah, I love the fact that Wicket's got it. It's like, all right, I'm beefing them up. I'm not just, it hasn't been relics for just a gimme. I have actually put attention into them. I have tried to give them love and care. And yeah, I actually do find it amusing. It's like no one else have put 25 plus on an offense arrow for Wicket, but yeah, that's the kind of guy I am right now. So yeah, Dengar's here. He's going to be annoying, obviously, but we get through okay. I think we get 64 total. Wicket's Zeta recovers protection, so groovy. All right. Next one, we took in GG Droids against Mon Mothma. Honestly, I just got no other use for the GG team. I know, like I said, I could have done GG versus JML, but with Newt on defense, no real good came there. So, yeah, could do with thinking of a way to use that team. I mean, I can do Dooku lead with Droideka in there instead of Newt, but I kind of like Newt. I don't like using Newt on offense, even though he is good against these GLs, so I'm going to have to start weaning off him. He's like a defensive drug for me. It's hard to wean off, but we're going to have to give it a go because he's a bit of a baller on offense. That's a phrase I've not used before. Could you tell? So yeah, not a lot to say here. This is a clean counter. It's it might nick a few banners, but I always find GG on offense is not great for banners. It's more, when I say it's an offensive powerhouse, it's because it'll just nuke anything. It's never going to get you 65s, but it will get you a win. So yeah, imps versus imps. This was overkill in a way because Dark Trooper was there and you lose benefits because of that, but again, I didn't really have a use for imps on offense on any other team, I should add. So yeah, it was just a case of use what we've got. Yeah, Adrian went out like a chump. And yeah, this was massive overkill. It was a Batwall team, but yeah, 65 is very, very nice. So I think this was the final one. Yeah, this is the final battle, I think. We've got 1 minute left on the video anyway. I honestly didn't know what... I'd only got this a lot left, so I thought maybe we can pull something off with Kylo again. We got double heals or double revives with Elder and Daka. Trouble is, Daka was only gear 9, so I wasn't expecting miracles off her. I was hoping for more off Armourer though. I will be honest there. I needed the Armourer to live, and yeah. I mean, I got a bit of hope here. I thought, alright, maybe we can get a double revive, which we did. And then the First Order said no. Again, it was painful. This is like, really, you've just really humiliated me here. So yeah, we gave it a go. It was worth a shot. I mean, the trouble is, it's a full team of synergy versus me with some scrappy tunes. So I don't go in with expectation here. I go in with hope, and yeah, there's not a lot to hope for at this point. It's like, okay, we get Phasma out. You know, it's something. It's a banner, but yeah, it's still not pretty. So yeah, 10 seconds left. Let's just show you how I got on in the end, what the final score was. Okay, so yeah, I got full cleared. Not the biggest surprise. Yeah, front wall all in one. South wall. I love it when the game just takes its time. Yeah, south wall all in one. No big surprises. Back wall, I believe, again, that was all in one. Let's have a look. Yep, all in one. Did Fleet at least hold, or did I get absolutely hammered? I'm guessing based on the score, I got hammered. Yeah, all in one. So, yeah, this was a rough match. I mean, I did my best, but my best was not good enough. So, I would say that it'd be nice if I got a nice round next, but I have already played it. I'm recording this the day after the stream now, so yeah, I know how that match went. So tune into the next video to find out how that went on. Alright, so the final set of highlights I'm going to be showing you. It was DarthUnkei versus Episode O. Episode O had the GP and Zeta advantage. We had an Omicron advantage, but it's kind of misleading that because 3 of them are on Starkiller, which we just unlocked. So yeah, it's more like 4v4 right now because Starkiller's only about gear 8. Total Relics, Episode O had the advantage, same with the 5 pluses, and with the gear 12 pluses. Well, the gear 12s. But we had all the speed advantages and the mod advantages, so I was feeling promising in that regard despite the GL disadvantage. And based on this guy's history, I knew that he was going to go heavy offense, so I did deliberately set a defense with that in mind. So let's show you. Okay, so this is the board at the start of play, and yeah, we got Ray up north, we got Slacker down south, but I haven't taken the screenshot, but back here were all 3 of my GLs, well, my remaining GLs. So we got JML, we got JMK, and we got Sith Eternal Emperor. So I essentially said, right, you use 6 on offense, I will put 5 on defense, and I really wish I got Starkiller because I would have thrown that down as well. But yeah, that was the plan. So let's show you the rest of the boards. So first of all, my top wall, we'd obviously got Starkiller, so Dash was Relic 5. I wasn't sure of the team to put him with. My thoughts are that I might try this out for a week just to see if anyone trips. I'll be honest, it didn't trip this round, spoiler. But I thought, let's give it a go for the simple fact, Lando and Kiro gear 11, but the 2 that you probably need geared up a bit, they're there. You know, Dash, sorry, L3 and Vandal. So I thought maybe we can get something out of this comp. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the week, but I'm not 100% certain if it will be something that I'll stick with right now. Plus, I will add Dash's mods on. They're fantastic. I think it's about 290 speed, so he can get quicker, obviously. But my thoughts were, let's just see how he gets on at least. But then after that, yeah, we got a Rey, we got a Bam, got Qui-Gon. If we go to the next page, we've got the bottom wall. Ooh, that wedge team looks filthy on defense and Kyber one, but I had to put something down. I didn't want to just block the front wall with GLs because that was obvious. Although saying that 0.3 at the back was probably a good guess as well. Night Sisters, I thought, let's just see how Daka gets on defense. And yeah, we got Mon Mothma and we got Slacker. So yeah, I could have set a better front wall, I'll be honest. If you didn't hear about it, my computer had issues, so I was setting this defense with 30 minutes left of the defense phase, so it was very last minute. Then finally, this is the enemy squad, so I forgot we don't do back wall, but I've told you anyway. So yeah, we're facing Phasma, Geos, we got Mon Mothma. Oh, I'm really making noises here today. We got Mon Mothma and we got a Nuke team. And down south, we got Finn, GG, Bad Batch, and Night Sisters. So, was that accurate? Yeah, I think that was accurate. I was just making sure I didn't make an error like last time. So yeah, this is what we're facing. Let's show you how we got on with them. So, one per Omicron. I am going to be honest, I am fast forwarding a bit here because we've done one of these already in the video, but I had fun again. So, I think that was my attitude in this battle. I was having fun. I'd had a bit of a lousy evening up to that point because I was like, you know what, I've had a lot of technical issues. I just want to unwind a little. So yeah, I started off with the fun battle. And it did kind of roll over, I'll be honest. I wouldn't say it was complete YOLO as far as just doing whatever the heck I wanted, but there was a few points when I was getting advice from the chat and I was thinking, yeah, let's just do it. Even if my better judgment was saying this is not a good idea, I was thinking, you know what, I'm just listening. I'm just going to do what people want. And it kind of cost me here. Thankfully not here, but yeah. Because the thing is, right, chat does come up with good ideas. I actually listen to the chat a lot, especially when it comes to Crimson and DarthUnkei, because both of those accounts, they aren't connected to GACN. So I try and do my own thing with Temmin. I try and just play my own gut just so that I'm not disrupting the score on that board, if you like. But when it comes to the other accounts, I do take a bit of advice just in the sense, you never know. Maybe there's something I'll learn. But yeah, this was a clean counter, no big issues. CLS just stops echoing his tracks, so it means you just control the battle. I'm working on Bad Batch on this account right now. Only slowly, I'll admit. In my mind, I'm thinking we're going to just go for each Bad Batch tune as they're released onto the accelerated rate. So Hunter and Tech are currently priorities, but as soon as Wreck is added, he'll be added to my list, and then obviously Echo and Omega. But so far, we're looking good. This is where things started going wrong. I was suggested Vader solo. And by the time I'd gone into the battle, the advice had switched to Vader with. And yeah, it was too late for that. So I thought, you know what, you only live once. Let's just go for it. Let's just see if Vader can solo this. And yeah, the bugs were a bit too big. I'm not too surprised. It was against my better judgment. I was having the kind of evening where if someone had said, do you want to have a drink, and there'd been something at the bottom of the glass, I would probably still drink the drink. So yeah, I was in a very suggestible mood. Sorry, that was a bad example. But yeah, this was pretty clean. Again, this was chat suggestion. I honestly was going to use Imperial Troopers. I thought, why not? But honestly, it did come good. Yeah, there's not a lot more I can add here, really. There's a lot of AoEs, so there's a lot of AoE damage that'll heal up the team. So yeah, it was a fun battle. I go back to it. That was what I wanted at this point. I wanted fun. Yeah, I'm going off the game a minute, but I get tired when I have technical difficulties, and you know, I want an easy life. I am very much like that. You know, there've been stuff going on in the afternoon as well, which were non-technical, and yeah, I was just kind of glad for a chill stream, and I've got to praise everyone in the stream. It was very chill. I enjoyed it, so thank you to you, all of you who turned up. But yeah, I needed this bit of fun, so I've got to thank the retiring player as well for that simple reason. I mean, I'm sure I could do better than this performance, but just in general, I appreciate the fact that I've got a toy box to play with, because it gave me a little bit of fun. I needed it. I can't emphasize that enough. So, yeah, we're just moving on a bit here. I tried undersized geos because I have done this before with this type of team. You know, there's not a 2 meter generation in a Finn team. So you think, all right, in theory, we can take out those who would be problems. So Poe comes to mind because obviously buff immunity, there's a taunt. You don't want any of that. But you got a little Dancy thinking, all right, we need to deal with Finn. We don't want him getting in our way. But this is a problem. AoE. So you're balancing the act, but again, I never felt a threat here. Probably the worst thing that happens is I just didn't control the battle well enough. I mean, I'm looking and thinking, we need to get an ability block, but I'm saying ability block, we haven't got Poggle, so it's all about, can we actually just get can we get Finn down low enough without actually killing him, which we do here, and then it's like, okay, now what? And I eat. I'm sure I eat. Yeah, we get to Veton out. And then we go for... I actually timed that wrong. I shouldn't use that ability then. I should have used it after this. So there was a misplay there. If I'd have gone for a basic on Finn, we'd have got Finn out. We'd have probably lost more health and protection, but we'd have had more time to recover it. Plus, we'd have had the heal from Brood. So a bit of a misplay here. Was it horrendous? No, we actually did okay as far as we didn't lose the battle. Which is a big plus. And we did learn, can we at least use this if we need to? And I'm kind of glad I did do this because it helped later down the road. So yeah, 64, we dropped one banner, or sorry, three banners maybe. Aiden, clean counter, we've been doing it a lot. I am fast forwarding for that simple reason, because Aiden is beautiful in these battles. You can full auto if they're geared high enough, the Imperial Troopers. So yeah, I'm just fast forwarding. Hang on, I will just go back a second just to show the actual end banners. Sorry about that. 65, there you go, just so you can see them. All right, so funny how it lingered there. Okay, next one. Trey to clean up the Geo's bog standard counter. In fact, I am going to fast forward again because, yeah, I don't think anyone needs to see Trey mopping up bugs. So yeah, clean up, 42 banners. Couldn't ask for more really, except for maybe protection recovery. Yeah, got leftover bounty hunters versus Newt. Now, I'm kind of wishing I'd held on to this team. There was a BAM on the back wall, which we're going to fight in a bit. And my gut is saying this would have done well there. I mean, this did okay, don't get me wrong. It was a good use of this team against this team. This was a good fight. But I really feel like the Mandalorian could have been better used. Plus Fennec. Fennec's very useful. I'm enjoying her. I mean, this is beautiful right now. They're all under stealth, so Dooku can do little to nothing. The only downside of this team here is aura, and it's like Temmin. The aura here is not the highest, so she's very, very squishy. I mean, thankfully you've got Grief, he does great things. We're able to nuke Nest. We can just stall the battle a little bit as far as Django. So, it's a fun team. I will say that again. I like fun. I feel like I'm advocating fun right now. But again, sometimes you need a bit of fun in games like this. And that wasn't fun. Django ruined my buzz. I was on a right little high at that point. So, yeah, we lost Aura, but that was kind of expected. But yeah, losing the Mandalorian was a bit of a bummer. So yeah, thanks Django. But yeah, we got rid of him. It wasn't the worst battle, but 59, we probably could have done better against the Mandalorian. So, well, best got Mandalorian. So, Imperial Troopers, we took him in against the Bounty Hunters, and again, this is probably a better team here. So, yeah, I'm regretting the Mandalorian battle. You're going to enjoy that coming up. But for now, yeah, Imps, this was such a clean counter. It was overkill, if we're being honest. I'm trying to think what I did with Gideon. Yeah, what did I do with Gideon? Did I use him elsewhere? I've just realised I haven't got him here, and I can't remember actually using him elsewhere. Maybe you guys will see that I used him somewhere else and I'm being an idiot. But right now I'm thinking, no Gideon, where was he? So, yeah, just while I'm pondering my Imperial Remnant leader, where he went off to, yeah, we took out boss pretty comfortably. Yeah, I am actually scratching my head. I'm thinking, where did he go? Maybe we just didn't use him. Maybe there's something as simple as that. Look, you know, God forbid I don't actually use one toon. But yeah, again, clean counter 65. Oh, I'm in a good mood right now. I'm glad I'm streaming tonight. In 2 hours. And I've got to cook and eat. It's going to be a fun rush to end this. Right, so IG. Yeah. I don't like an idea. This is just a painful rewatch because this was, again, this was what I read in the chat. And I've been following a lot of chat advice at this point. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, we've got a fair bit of control on this team. We should be able to get this down. The trouble is, there's a lot of cleanse in this comp. You've got L3 that just pretty much says nope to control. And AG11 was pretty good at it as well, as far as ignoring things. So, yeah, this was not a good battle. In my mind, oh, hang on, Gideon goes here. I've just noticed him. So, yeah, I think that was part of my thinking as well. We've got Gideon for 2 meter removal. We've got 2 meter control between Mara and Palpatine. We've got Roll Guard as a tank. This is a good team. And then, yeah, it just doesn't pan out the way you think. Really, we needed something like a Nihilus in this comp, and I think if we had actually used Nihilus instead of Roll Guard, this could have worked. But yeah, ifs, buts and maybes. We'd already used Nihilus with the Geos, where we didn't need it. And yeah, Mara's not looking healthy here, is she? Yeah, she's looking really, really squishy. And I'm sort of praying that Palpatine can get her healed up, but yeah, it's not looking good. So the thing is, once Mara's dead, this team is dead because Rogard, Moff, Palp, Thrawn, they have not got the damage in them to take this out. So we're really hoping that we can just keep Mara alive. But as you can see, this battle is just not going my way. We're 2 minutes in nearly, and I haven't really landed a good blow against him. I mean, Bam's kind of looking a bit low, but he could get healed up pretty comfortably. I think, can we do that? At least try and get something going on our side, but the shock on Mara is just not going away. It's like being really persistent. Obviously, we're not going stealth. Bam's already back for his second Whistling Birds. I thought, can we stun him? Can we at least stop that? But yeah, that was painful. That was absolutely painful. And it wouldn't be, it's even worse that they take so many turns after. You know, there just wasn't a stop. There wasn't an end. So yeah, we backed out. My dog's making noises, so I apologise for the recording there. But yeah, I thought, right, we're going to have to take this Phasma out on the North Wall. So I took a Newt. I've got some FAC left over because I undersized Geos. That's what I was referring to before. It was quite useful saving some FAC. We also got Droidica because the GG team I was going to use didn't need him. I think, anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What did I do with GG then? Oh, I probably put... that was it. I put BB-8 in there. So, yeah, we'll show that in a minute. Spoiler alert. But yeah, this worked well. It was a clean counter, but you're looking and you're going, could we have done something with Newt? I mean, Newt's the one that worries me just for the fact that if he gets... if Newt maybe could have done more instead of BB-8. That's where my thought process is going. Could I have done Dooku lead here and put another Sapien or something? Because we've got Soldier, I think. So there was still options as far as countering this team. But, yeah, it was a clean counter. I'm just looking back and thinking, could I have got rid of that Bam faster? Because obviously I've made a mistake. I'd already lost the... Sorry, my dog's still barking. My mum's trying to get her in, so I'm just struggling to ear over that, even though I've got headphones on. Yeah, I was replaying to that point and thinking, I've obviously lost the Bam battle, so I'm thinking I need to manage my resources. I need to try and clean up the Bam. So yeah, it's a bit worrying. I'll be honest, I'm half tempted to just pause this recording so I can actually think what I'm saying. Here we go. So yeah, it's a stall battle, this. I think it's the only way I can put it. Sunfac's doing a job. He's taunting. He's going to get protection back quite a lot because of the tank tech. But it's a slow battle. It's a stalling battle. And it's painful for that reason. You just want to you just want more damage, but Droideka isn't charging up, while Dooku, even though he's got the weapon tech, isn't doing a lot. So yeah, it's slow, but the extortion does its job. It spreads across the team. For some reason, the AI isn't cleansing it as well, which is nice. But yeah, it just means the battle drags. So I'm going to skip ahead a bit. Let's just skip ahead. There we go. Yeah, Kylo just takes a bit of time, but he does go. Kylo always dies. He will die. He will die. I was having a bit of episode 6 Palpatine then. You will die. I can't channel my inner Ian McDiarmid. Alright, so we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Does that do it? No. Droideka did diddly squat in this battle, I'll be honest. I say diddly squat. Even with the charge, he wasn't hitting that hard. I think he needs to be rallied to be effective in these scenarios, but he filled a spot. Okay, so are we there? Can I skip ahead a bit? Ooh. There we go. Kill shots incoming. I thought new guide then. I was going to say that'd have been the turn up. So 65, we actually got max banners, so it wasn't a bad battle, it was just drawn out. So yeah, with 2 GG droids and against Bam, I thought surely this will work. There's plenty of turns in my side. We won't land debuffs, so we won't keep them, should I say. But surely there's enough from just Grievous alone to win this battle. No. It's more annoying because I could have taken this in against the Qui-Gon team that was at the back as well, which I haven't shown you yet. And the Qui-Gon team would have been beatable. At Kyber 1, I almost auto-expect Jedi Knight Anakin's to be on defense with Qui-Gon, and this one didn't have it. So I was hesitant about putting taking GG in against that. But in reality, that would have been a much more comfortable battle. Yeah, it's frustrating rewatching because this entire battle and the entire loss could have been avoided if I'd just looked at the team a bit more. And I said to the chat at the time, I wish someone had shouted it out to me, just saying, but I'm saying this now and I'm thinking, how would they expect to know? They can't read my mind. So I was feeling a bit salty with them for no reason. Sorry, chat. It's one of those where you're just looking at it and you're going, I wish I'd known. Because this is painful rewatching. I mean, I have beaten I have beaten BAM teams, but not proper BAM teams with this lineup. So, yeah, watching it back, it's like I didn't expect it to win, but I didn't expect it to lose that badly. So yeah, I'm fast forwarding at 8 times speed here because this was a hell of a slow battle, and as Liamu's in the chat quite often pointed out, there was no damage in this team. The one thing I was hoping for was that we could get Qui-Gon out. I thought even if it takes 5 full minutes to get Qui-Gon out, I will take it because we can clean up the rest. But yeah, as you get witnessing, we didn't really do a lot of damage to him, and I kept losing my toons. So yeah, this was just not going to go my way. It was a bad idea. Still, I gave it a shot for the best part of 4 minutes. Anyway, next one, I thought, screw it, I'm using gas on Bam. I thought we need to use him. So, yeah, this was a very clean counter. I should have thrown this straight away. It's weird playing it back, it's so painful. I could have done Bam here, gas against Bam, I would have won first time, and then I got GG to take out Qui-Gon. It's frustrating watching it back because you watch it and you think, I got the win in my hands, but I overcomplicated it. You know, and yeah, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I mean, the one thing I will say, at least, with gas here, it's like, I was trying not to use him. I was thinking I need to save him for Qui-Gon. So there was a reason, but it was a bad reason. That's what I'm going to say, right? If you're in my Twitch chat and I'm talking about things like, oh, I need to use gas on Bam, gas on Qui-Gon. If you've noticed that there's no Anakin, please shout out to me in future. Even if I sound like an idiot and it's like, oh yeah, of course I saw Bam, Anakin was there. Just assume I'm an idiot. Assume I am, because honestly, 9 out of 10 times I probably am being an idiot. All right, my pup's just come back in the room. She's obviously decided she's had enough of barking. I don't know what you were so loud about. But yeah, clean battle. Clean battle. Well, clean as you'll get in these scenarios anyway. So I'm thinking we do need to get rid of Qui-Gon. We need one team that'll just take Qui-Gon out of the game. So we found it. I'm going to say it was a team that I was toying with for the front wall against the Phasma, but I took it here, and I'm grateful because Scavrae's got a nice big hit. Mace obviously can be a bit annoying here. He's got the resilient defense. So yeah, he was a bit annoying. Thankfully we were able to get around it reasonably fast. We did a basic there because there's no point using a special. Zaris, I thought, could screw the whole thing up just for the fact that she got the heal. Not to mention Scavrae was looking very dangerously low there. But we got away with this. We got away with it. One nice big hit on Qui-Gon. They were all dead. I don't care now. I don't care. It's like, these two can die. I don't care. We got Qui-Gon. So, again, it was bad.
I don't know how to
okay, my watch is now chiming as well. This has been a perfect recording. But yeah, we got Qui-Gon out, so it's a clean up, regardless of what I've got left. So we took in Phasma. Cam's only gear 11, I think, at this point, so I didn't have to worry about him doing something. So, yeah, the rest of them won't go and kill this team. It was, again, a clean up. So I am going to skip ahead a bit because this is running on a long time. We've been over an hour on my end. So, yeah. Finalise versus Executor. I've done this a few times, so I'd like to think people know I can win this battle. I preface it like that because, yeah, we're going to put Hunted onto Houndstooth. Just to clarify, Relic 9, Piet, and 7-star Echelon in play here. We've got do a basic on Razorcrest, mass attack on the Echelon, nearly wipes it out, so we're going to try and gain turn meter. We do the mass attack to get the health back, but that wasn't enough for the Echelon. I always believe that when the Echelon goes, this battle gets harder. It's not impossible to win, but it gets harder. You always have target like Houndstooth. We got lucky one time when we didn't, but you really benefit from doing that. At this point, I'm happy. We've got Xanadu Blood out. So even if we have to clean up, Xanadu's gone. So yeah, I bring in Plo. It's weird leaving him out of my Galactic Republic teams, but I do like it. I always find that if you bring in Plo, it means that Slave 1 is less likely to come in as first reinforcement, which is what I prefer. So yeah, at this point it's like, okay, we can't get rid of the taunt off Houndstooth, so we're going to have to just hit it. We're going to have to try and charge up crew. So yeah, maybe I timed that wrong. I can't remember. I did check the buff, so I'm assuming we had advantage. But yeah, this is not good at this point because Plo's obviously taking a bit of damage, so he's probably not going to get around to taunting or doing anything else that is useful. And obviously Command Shuttle and Silencer are exposed. Plus we got Mark on Silencer, so this was just going bad at this point. We used the ability block there just so it can't do an AoE. I thought, can we bring in the Special Forces TIE Fighter? It was a bit weird because I thought, would getting the target off crew be better? But in my mind, I'm thinking, we can't get rid of the Mark, so wouldn't it be better to at least heal crew up? And yeah, I think I was stuck whichever way you go here, because the thing is, as soon as crew's marked, they're all going laser focus on him, and he's kind of doomed to death. It's a no-win scenario as far as battles go, so yeah, watching this back is not good. At this point, I put full auto for the simple reason I couldn't win. So, yeah, there she blows. I think the Executor gets the ult, yep. Touch overkill if you ask me. So yeah, we did have a clean-up available. I was told in the chat I should have tried to play a bit better or timed it out for the fact that the Executor had done the mass attack, but honestly, I was comfortable cleaning up at this point. I thought, we can do a 2-shot. So yeah, we can stun Houndstooth at this point. It was a basic from Piet anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking we don't want to go straight for the other ships because Houndstooth will taunt and then we're just not taking advantage of the preload. So I thought, alright, we're going to put Buzz Droids onto IG because that was the thought anyway. We got lucky a bit. So we didn't want to hit 2 of them because then Houndstooth would taunt. So I thought we're going basic. It means we're not getting Buzz Droids out, but let's just basic, keep the team from doing anything too crazy. So in comes Slave 1, bit of a nuisance. Sadly as well, it's the only one taunting, but we couldn't really do much about that. So yes, some fact to its credit did some good. We got Spy out, we were able to mark one of the ships. Sadly, it was Razor Crest. I'd have much rather it be IG. But again, we seem to be doing alright. We were able to get some buzz droids out. I'm just taunting at this point, so there's no harm in doing it. And we got lucky there. The vulture that died meant that it couldn't apply breach, so Razor Crest didn't cleanse the buzz droids, and that really worked in our favour because then we were able to do an AoE, summon another buzz droid, and it means that there's still buzz droids on Razor Crest, so it was pretty easy to take it out. So we're in a good position here. Razor Crest hasn't been able to get off its contract. We're able to get Slave 1 out pretty comfortably, and yeah, from here it's just about getting to IG really, because Houndstooth will be annoying, it always is. But can we just deal enough damage? Well, can we get to IG and deal enough damage to it? So, yeah, we get quite lucky. They get the contract, or whatever you want to call it. They get their mass target lock breach. So, yeah, we're really waiting for the ultimate at this point. We won't do the ion cannon. So, yeah, just passing turns. I thought I'll pass it to a vulture. Just might as well... Let's try and egg the opposition to wipe out a vulture. And we didn't need it. We just got the stun. And then we just wipe out Houndstooth. I'd love it if you could just say that every time. And yeah, we just wipe out Houndstooth, you know, nice and comfortable like. So yeah, nice battle in the end. I mean, it was a clean up as far as... Yes, we had to use all our ships, but I wasn't in trouble at any point, so 42 banners. Yeah, I'll take that. So, next one, Home 1 versus Radus. And this one was throwing me for a curveball as far as I didn't really know which was the best ship to go for first. So I thought, alright, let's go for Razormanian Falcon. You know, that thing's got quite a bit of damage, so let's get rid of it. Then I thought we need to get to Resistance Pilot. Really, I needed a double tap there, but I didn't get it off Falcon. Then the double daze lands, and then you're looking a little bit sketchy. It's not the worst position, but there's no benefit to doing the mass AoE, so you're thinking, alright, we may as well heal up Falcon. Or at least get the daze off. So, from here, I'm thinking, alright, we're in a good position. Biggs is taunting, so he's doing his job. Didn't particularly like seeing Rose come in at that point, because I'll be frank, I don't really know a lot about Rose's kit, so... Even though I remember the gist of it, it's still quite a lot to it, so it's not fresh in my memory. So yeah, you're looking at it, you're thinking, alright, we've got Resistance Pilot out, that's good. Let's go for Rose when we can get to it, because for a tank she was stealthing quite a bit. So yeah, we're bringing Outrider. I thought, let's give it a go. And to be fair, it didn't really do too much. We did the concealed concussion missiles. It was, I think it was 5 times damage or something, so I thought, why not? We got a double tap off Falcon as well, so it meant we did a basic, so it was a nice combo. And yeah, for me, it was just taking Poe out, so very comfortable battle. 70 banners. Again, can't really ask for more there. And then finally, we took Negotiator in against the Empire. So... Again, not a lot I can add really. TIE Bomber taunts, you kind of expect that because of the target lock. It's faster fleet. So yeah, at this point it's just about managing the battle. We got no Plo, so we couldn't really recover banners in that regard. So what I'd said to myself is, right, we can put 5s in the reinforcements, and then we're going to have target locks over there, so we can bring him in and do a pretty big hit. And that's what we did. We didn't get him out, but we did do some half-decent damage, so I thought, right, let's focus on the bomber, get that out. Bomber's out, good. From here, it's just about taking out the priority targets. So Vader's priority 1, you want to make sure he's gone. Then after that, it's Emperor's Shuttle, really, but the Gauntlet was potentially an annoying factor as well, because it's got a lot of heals in it. So, yeah, it wasn't the hardest clean-up as far as, or cleaning up the rest of the battle. So, yeah, I enjoyed this one. It wasn't difficult. It's all about just, can you get through it? And yeah, as soon as the bomb was gone, it's as easy as you like, really. So yeah, I've been talking quite a bit now. This is the end of DarthUnkei's GA. So, well, I say it's the end. We've got another 30 odd seconds on this clip. So what I'm going to say to you in the comments, leave a comment saying what you think the final score was for DarthUnkei and my opponent. Do you think I won or do you think I lost? I say 15 seconds. Alright, so it doesn't take a big guess to work out we won this battle at least, although Camargo did kind of screw me. Alright, let's see the final score for DarthUnkei. So yeah, DarthUnkei, we did get a loss here, so 1719 to 1798. And essentially it was all the drop battles that cost us. So if we just look at the top wall, no drops. We go down south. No drop battles. I believe there was one at the back. I think. I might be mistaken. Nope, no drop battles there either. Bit painful. Was there one on exec? Yeah, there was one on exec, so that was something, I guess. But yeah, one drop battle and all that. No wonder I lost. So yeah, it was a bit of a rough round, but with all the mistakes, I can't complain. So I'm not downhearted about it. Like I said when I was reviewing it, I was having fun anyway. So I look at it and I think, all right, we can't have fun every round, obviously, otherwise we're going to end up with 0 and 3s. But I needed it that day. So yeah, I will take that just for helping me through the day. So yeah, we're back on our game for the next round. So a very quick recap on I Need to Relic Sabine. I was up against Paldor Varga, and yeah, I did misplay a little bit here. I took in Bad Batch against Ewoks, thinking, oh yeah, that'll be alright. I can then take in, say, JKR against Padme. Yeah, that didn't really pan out. I probably would have been better doing Bad Batch here because they've got just that little head start on the team, enough to get them out, I think. And then I could have cleaned up the Ewoks with something else. But credit to this guy, he's rallied up Ewoks. That's impressive. But yeah, he was able to get through my wall, and then, yeah, he just did enough to get past me. I think this was definitely a war of attrition. I think it was one of the least entertaining Grand Arenas I've ever been a part of. But credit to him, he got more points, so I can't knock it. It's just amusing to see the Geos holding and Night Sisters. We both made a mess, but he made less of a mess. So yeah, one loss here, but do I care? Not really. I really need to try and start caring more about this account, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling, folks. So that is it, everyone. I'm sorry that this has been a bit of a staggered recording. Maybe you can tell some time changes in the recording, but yeah, I've had computer issues, so I've had to just record when I can right now. I'm going to be back soon with the round 2 recordings. I've had a bit of fun with that. That was a fun round, so yeah, tune in for that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.